race fans, and welcome to Backfire Simsport TV, and welcome to the Grand Touring Club Cup Season 3 Round 2 from Sebring. I'm Clyde Whiting, and in the booth with me tonight, sharing comms and doing the cameras, it's the multitasking Pete Bingham. Good evening.
Good evening, Clyde, and yeah, it's going to be a disaster, isn't it, right from the get-go?
Well, I'm pretty sure that the racing will hide any of our shortcomings. If last time's outing in Spa has got anything to do with it, because the racing there was absolutely fantastic, wasn't it, Pete?
It was. It was as competitive as I remember the previous two seasons of GTCC being, but very, very clean. It was a well-behaved affair.
Yes, and if I remember rightly, which I don't normally, one of those races where nobody wanted to be in the lead, because if you're in the lead, it meant you crashed or had some sort of network failure or something like that. But yeah, it was an absolutely awesome race. Sebring, one of my all-time favourite tracks. And one of these days, when I get myself over to the colonies, I'm definitely going to go and see some racing there. What do you think of Sebring, Pete? Because some people don't like it, but most people do.
So, normally I like tracks with lots of undulation, a lot of topography, some features of, a little more than the ironed landscape that Sebring's on. I mean, it was an old American Air Force base, wasn't it, for flying fortresses during the war, but so it's understandable why. But the corners on this track are very, very technical. In fact, virtually every corner has something with it that you have to be very, very careful with. There's no corners like at Le Mans or Spa where you know you can just absolutely nail it through a corner. All the corners on this track take a lot of thought and a lot of tactical approach to each one, especially if you're in traffic or you're in the draft of someone and the front end of your car's going light. It's not a simple track to drive around, and for that reason, I think it's fantastic.
Well, you say there's no undulations in this track. There's plenty of them in Sunset Bend.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, that really does shake your fillings loose, doesn't it? It's crazy the amount of bumps as you go through there. And we're just on board with Ant at the minute. We'll see him go through here now. The inside line's smoother, but you can see it a bit bouncy there.
It's another one of those corners, isn't it? It's like Turn 1 at Daytona Road, Turn 1 here at Sebring. There are so many different lines, and I've tried a million times, I've tried a million lines, and I'm yet to find the correct one. But yeah, that is Turn 17, Sunset Bend, really does get the cars light over the bumps. So we're in Florida. I don't know whether the Floridian weather is anything like our UK weather at the moment, but it's still 27 degrees where I am, although we did only peak at 29 today. But Monday and Tuesday supposed to be a lot hotter. 3.7 miles this track, so it's a long lap. Spa was another long lap, so these guys do get 15 minutes of this qualifying. They've also had a 40-minute practice session, and to be honest, most of our drivers, if not all of them, have done hundreds, if not thousands of laps around this track. Way back in Season 1, we raced here. Ty Simons with the winner in the old BMW Z4 GT3. And the lap record, which was a touch over 2 minutes with a 2-minute 0.559, is currently held by Adam Watson in an Audi R8 LMS. Last time out, Spa, Spencer McCarthy took away the win with Stephen Walker second, Jamie Wilson third. But then with incident points, the champion... number second, and NQR in third. Driver of the meeting, 3 different votes, 1 for Tony Walker, 1 for Anthony Jacobson, and 1 for Kevin Vemont. In the head-to-head, Group 1, currently led by Jamie Wilson and Matt Elmore. Group 2, Stephen Walker and Shane Powell. Group 3, Rick Verhoog and Adam Wright. Group 4, Spencer McCarthy, Kevin Vemont. So you are up to date with everything that I know, which isn't a great deal. So far, let's have a look at where we are in qualifying. Marco Namela, a 2.5 clear of Adam Wright in second and Wobbly Kneecaps in third. Tyler Newitt currently running fourth, Rob Venn in fifth. But we are only a third of the way into this. We'll have at least another 10 minutes, which is a good 5 laps. So we already know Spencer McCarthy isn't with us tonight, Pete. So who does that open things up for? We see Jamie Wilson do well last time. Stephen Walker do well last time. Marco Namela was doing well. And I can't remember what happened to him, whether his internet quit or something quit.
It was his PC. It's on its way out, and he's
a bit like me.
Well, and me. You just line them up, you know what I mean? Yeah, his PC's not the healthiest of things. I think mine's starting to go the same way. My processor gets very hot at times, and I think that's the same issue he's got at the moment as well. Although it's not slowing him down at the minute. I think it's just when he gets so far into a race, his computer just can't take it anymore. I don't know what I've done with his decals as well, because his number isn't showing up as anything at the moment. He is car number 86. Oh, and there's a car sideways just there. That's nice. Is that Rob Venn? Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Oh, and a Porsche deciding to follow him in sympathy.
I think whoever was in that Porsche, didn't see who it was. I think that they thought Rob had found something over there, and they went for a look also.
I don't know which Porsche that was. It wasn't Kevin. Kevin's like doing like, oh, was it Stephen Walker? No, he's going around as well. I have no idea then. I think it was Tony Walker, where he reset to the pits.
It's a mystery,
isn't it? So yeah. Wobbly's managed to join us and get in for qualifying, which is good.
Yeah, because he was doubtful, wasn't he?
He was, yeah. Oops, wrong button. You're going to get all of the screens at once. There we go. Right, I'll get you some times on the screen, folks. Just give me a second. There we go.
Okay, so there you can see it for yourself. So Stephen Walker has got himself into provisional second, still 1.2 seconds behind Marco Namela.
Yeah, but Marco's got to make it to the end with his PC, so...
yeah. The man that hates GT3 cars.
Yeah, just tops it by a second and a quarter, nearly. Funny.
Oh, plenty of overtaking opportunities around here, Pete.
Loads.
On the track and off the track, there are plenty of places to make a mistake as well. But, you know, I've had some absolutely fantastic races around here. I've had some shockers as well, don't get me wrong. But just, I don't know, I just find it a very flowing track. It's not a track where you're on it 100% of the lap. You've got the big, long Ullman straight, for instance, where you get a chance to have a rest. So, you know, it's not one of those full-on race tracks, is it?
It's not. You do get a bit of a rest. Kind of towards the end of the lap, when you're on Flying Fortress Straight, it's the one after Tower. In fact, Wobbly's heading towards it right now. So this is Tower turn. Once you've been through there, this is Flying Fortress. You get a bit of a rest going through this bit. And through the next double left-hander, before you get into the Le Mans complex, and then after that you get a bit of a rest as you go towards sunset on Ullman Straight, like you just said, which is the alternative pits, isn't it? iRacing doesn't use that ever, I don't think, does it?
No, I don't think it does. And you know, interesting you saying that, you know, that last turn that we was just looking at there.
Yeah,
possibly the most important exit on the track.
I don't think I've ever done it right. Honestly, I don't think I've ever done it right.
Yeah, you get that wrong, you suffer for it all the way down, don't you?
You do. This is a surprise. Matt Elmore being so far down the listing. He's literally on the bottom. Has he done a lap?
He's not actually put a lap time in
right.
yet.
Okay, that explains that then. I'm trying to figure out how you put the little track mappy thing up so we can see where people are. And I've lost it completely. Nothing but professionalism in here.
So we are coming up on 11 minutes.
Found it.
Whee! This is by magic. Marco Namela still in the lead, 1.2 seconds. Wobbly kneecaps not that far behind. In fact, he's 3/100ths of a second behind Stephen Walker.
Yeah, and getting a big fat toe off. Who's that in the BMW in front of him?
There are some massively close times out here, Pete.
There's only one BMW, so that must be Matt Elmore. Yes, it is. Oh, there's some just crazy times.
So a good 2 minutes for your out lap. Anybody who wants to have another lap, they need to be getting out of the pits now.
Yeah, I think we should try and do a lap with Marco. Have we got enough time to do a lap? Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can, or if Pete can figure out where the cameras are. Right, so into Sunset Gliding through the bumps with Marco.
Yeah, bumpty.
So let it run out a little bit, but nowhere near that grass because that's short, certain death.
Car is always loose, isn't it?
I chose the wrong car again.
Picked a wrong one again. I think people watch the broadcast, and as soon as you go on board with them, they bail.
Without a doubt. So we're going to go for Stephen this time. It seems like he's got his toe in. So there's a little kink in the wall there, and that's where I come off the gas, and so does Stephen. Fourth gear, usually around this corner in most cars. Don't get on the dirt. Sling it into turn 2, which this is. It's probably 5, isn't it, on an American track, but never mind. Take the curbs a little. 5B. And then this is an important turn here. Lots of people die there, and this leading down to the hairpin is a massively important straight here. Lots of toe, lots of overtaking opportunity, stuff it down the inside. Take this in first gear generally. Stephen does as well, as long as his inset is right. And then nail it all the way through this. This is a bit of have a little relaxed section, because there's not a lot goes on here unless you're door to door with somebody. At the cones, second set of cones, sorry. Get down into second gear, take the inside of this very sharply, and then get back on the gas before the apex. He was a bit late there, to be honest. And then fly through here into tower at the cones. Start braking, third gear again, second for Stephen. I've not driven these for a while, so he'll be right, I'll be wrong. Down Flying Fortress straight here, into the double left-hander, curbs on either side, take plenty of them, it's in your favour. And then into the Le Mans series of S's. He's taken a lot of curb there, that'll unsteady the car and lose him a bit of time. Out of this section is paramount importance, like Clyde said before. May have picked up a 1X there, Clyde, he was very wide.
It was, yeah.
And then down Ullman Straight into Sunset. He's got probably 1 lap left, maybe.
Yeah, he will get another lap in.
Let's see if this is an improvement. He's staying in it, so you'd think it was okay. His first 2 sectors were good. Not an improvement, but not far off, Clyde.
No, he did do an improvement on the lap before, and now he's binned it.
Oh, he really has. That's the strangest thing ever. I think that
he
was.
Did get down to a 59.060. But then Marco Lamela has done a 57.8.
Adam Wright sneaked in during all that.
Yeah, he's gone
into
above
third.
Wobbly, hasn't he? Yes.
Yeah.
Matt Elmore also got a lap in into 6th.
Russell Cowell mustn't be in the OP car this time now.
Has he ever?
Evening to David Ayres on the chat, and Jan Van Gorp as well. So 16 cars, Clyde. Quite a healthy grid. We could do with more always.
Checkers are out in the quali session. Lamela is in the pits. Adam Wright is in the pits.
Yeah, Wobbly's
Walker not on track, I don't think.
Wobbly's on track and not really going to improve. I think he's using this as practice. Russell Cowell is on track and Jamie Wilson's on track. Now, Jamie's done personal bests all the way through this lap.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me to see him move up from 10th. Especially if he can keep this momentum going.
I mean, he's the only one in the Lambo, and he does a good job of driving. I love the Lambo. I love the sound of it. It's just... It sounds like somebody wringing the neck out of... I don't know. It just sounds amazing.
Yeah, he needs about 2/10 to start moving up leaderboard.
Oh, that was so close to the wall, to the edge of the grass. I mean, and the wall. Has he gone up at all? No.
No.
Oh, that was his personal best, though.
That was his best lap, but he stays in 10th place.
Right.
I might better put my glasses on because I've got to do the reading bit.
You do, when it happens.
Who's feeling the wobbly win tonight, says Jan. Not me.
No, not me either, I don't think, because, no.
I think 90 minutes is a long time for Wobbly not to rage quit.
Agree. Yeah, it's not going to happen, I don't think.
Okay, so we're just waiting for the session to wind down, and then we'll bring you your official starting grid for round 2 of the Grand Touring Club Cup from Sebring. Also assuming that Pete's going to press the correct button, which I think he has. Amazing.
I think I have. That's weird, isn't it?
Okay, so going off, your pole sitter for Glacier Racing is Marco Namela. Stephen Walker in 2nd for Spectre 6. Adam Wright in 3rd for BSTV Esports Orange. Wobbly Kneecaps for BSTV Hexil Esports goes off in 4th. And Tyler Newer in 5th for BSTV Esports Orange. Matt Elmore goes off 6th with Russell Cowell in 7th. Rob Venn in 8th. Kevin Vemont in 9th. Jamie Wilson, we saw right at the end there, in 10th. Shane Powell goes off 11th with Anthony Jacobson in 12th.
Sorry.
As we wait for Pete to press the button. Adam Woodward goes off in 13th with Carl Hardy 14th. Nikolai Bogotyrev in 15th. And Tony Walker rounds out your grid in 16th position.
At least one of us is professional, Clyde. I was busy, like, trying to find the cameras. Like, oh, dear. One day.
I'm sure there was something I was supposed to do.
Yeah, it was totally that as well. I'll put the little track map thing up again if I can find out how it happened.
I like the little track map.
Yeah, I do. I think it really helps people visualise where everybody's at.
Yes. I know Sam doesn't like it, but Sam's not here.
So
We're in charge.
Yeah.
The lunatics are running the asylum.
It's never going to go well, is it? Right.
Okay, so off we go on the parade lap. Now, we've both been in officials, Pete, where we've seen people have accidents on the parade lap here.
And yes, because we haven't spoken about the different surfaces, have we? Because the concrete here is super slick when it's cold, and when your tyres are cold. The tarmac is grippy, and whilst I suppose people don't appreciate the transition so much in other games like Gran Turismo, in iRacing it's quite prominent, isn't it? It's like ice initially on the concrete, but then you get a bag full of grip on the tarmac.
Yeah, and even the concrete bits have got new and old concrete bits as well. So there's a lot going on. There's plenty of room on this track in most places to get stuff done.
Yeah.
But every now and again, it does catch you out. It is one of those old school tracks, isn't it? It's not all Tilka runoffs and things like that.
No, very much not. This is lose it in a corner, and you are days away from getting back on the track. Even recently, myself and Gary I think we were doing radicals around here, and Gary overshot the hairpin. It took him forever, and that's got concrete to get you back on track as well.
Yeah.
It's not an easy route back again, and sometimes it's certain death as well. There's certain corners where it just will never go well for you. So,
yes, and Matt Snook has confirmed that he has binned it on the parade lap round here.
Where is Matt? Come on back, Matt. You know you want to race GTCC.
Evening to Sir Alan on the chat as well.
They're all awake, Clyde.
Yeah.
They're all sweating in their own individual places.
So for everybody on the chat, what is the temperature where you live at this moment in time? Let's see who is suffering the most. Okay, so we go around a Lomo, as Pete says. Obviously the real pronunciation is Le Mans.
Or lemons. Wobbly doing a bit of weavy. So Stephen Walker needs to let Marco in front of him. He has done now, so that's good.
Yeah, David Ayres has got the same as me, 27.
I don't know what I've got. Let me have a look quickly before somebody shoots the roost here. I've got 27. It's just dropped down from 28.
Okay, we're getting ready to go.
We are.
90 minutes of action.
And usually, yeah, he's gone there.
Green, green, green.
So these guys are going to do well to stick with Marco and see what happens.
Tell you
Although
what.
it is a towy track, isn't it?
It is, but the Mercedes looks absolutely imperious. Like under acceleration, that is some kind of go on that. Both the Mercs have gone.
With the right paint on it.
Well, there is this. Paint's right, decal wrong.
Alan Toon, he's got 27 as well.
Right, so...
Must be someone in that there London that's got it hotter.
Yeah, we've had a little bit of a shuffle. Jamie's taken a position from Kevin.
Yeah, he has, hasn't he?
And just in the background there's a bit of a scrap going on. Ooh! Careful, ladies. That's Nikolai nearly getting overtaken by Carl Hardy.
Matt Snook's 27 on the south coast.
Johnny Brandon clearly is in Marbella or wherever he gets his fake tan from.
Johnny Brandon is Londonish, I think. Evening to Johnny.
27 in the living room for Valentine.
Right, so let's see where we are at the moment. So nobody really getting away apart from our leader at the moment.
No, look at that though. What a train of
long
cars.
Draft train
Oop,
there. Oh,
someone's
who was that
vanished.
just disappeared.
It was Rob. It was Rob Venn.
It was, wasn't it?
That's a bit risky.
But he's had
Oh,
some
he's just
issues.
vanished again.
He's had some issues before, isn't he?
Yeah, that's a bit weird though. Even the fire stayed and his car didn't. That was weird.
Jamie Wilson will be thinking, I didn't think Bingham was racing.
Look at this. Oh, I fear for anybody on the outside of turn 1. Because I've been skittled out of there a few times. Rob and Jamie exchanging positions.
That's good.
Oh, Elmore's got a good run here.
That was Rob Venn going past.
Russell.
Cowell, that
Yeah.
was.
Oh, look at him 3 wide behind, but I'm just watching this one at the minute. Well, meanwhile, this is on. Is he going to hold it or not?
It's a drag race, isn't it?
It is now, side by side all the way, and Jamie can't find a way through. He's got a locked door in front of him. Oh!
Oh, yes, he can.
Oh, no, he can't. It's like a panto. He's behind you. Meanwhile, Marco Nemela has set the fastest lap of the race already, and he's over a second faster than everybody else. Just quickly give you some footage of him, just because he is there, in case anybody asks. Alright, okay. Back to the action. Rob Venn, very fighty for having a strobing car. Oh, and it's getting a bit busy here. 5 cars for this one, Clyde.
Yeah, Russell Cowell. He's obviously got back past Rob Venn, but the battle in between these 3 has opened up the gap to 6th place Tyler Newitt.
Yeah, and Kevin Viermont has just gone extra wide, thanks to Shane Powell at the sunset turn. A bit further ahead is this. No, he's not quite close, so we'll go back to where the action really is.
Yeah, it's all in this midfield at the moment.
Yeah, they're all getting a bit tasty with one another.
Yeah.
Oh, piling into turn 3 there.
These good old 90-minute sprint races.
Yeah, does feel like it, doesn't it? Are we getting 1 or 2 pit stops tonight?
I would guess 1.
Isn't that what Johnny Brandon says is at Ascot?
Oh, that's very posh.
Isn't it just? I knew he could afford fake tan. Oh, here we go. This is on.
It's on again. So Rob Venn's got his nose in front again.
Yeah, but he's on the right side this time though, because Cunningham
he's got
corner.
the inside, hasn't he?
Yeah, this is Cunningham corner, and you can easily do a block on the way out of it, which is exactly what he's done. That's a great overtake there.
Jamie Wilson will be thinking, thank God he's gone.
When I had my internet woes, Jamie was both hilarious, very frustrated at me, and very, very, very helpful at the same time. He explained everything I needed to do to find out what the hell was going wrong with my internet, and eventually I could prove it to the ISP, and binned him off. So thank you to him, but he was funny. He's the one that came up with go. Oh, I had the camera on him perfectly there. Shane Powell.
What, was there a touch?
No,
there?
I think that was grass.
All on his own.
I think that was grass.
Can we see that from above?
Oh, hang on.
Can you find that button?
There we go. I think this is going to be grass.
Yeah, just, I think. Very just.
Yeah. gets out of the way and does a little bit more to his car, but it's negligible, I think. Damage is already done. So we'll go back to the busyness. Actually, now he's removed, there's a bit of air between the cars.
Yeah,
Russell Cowell. It's still the cork in the bottle, Clyde.
Yeah, and then a bit further up the field, Adam Wright, Stephen Walker very close together. And then wobbly kneecaps, Matt Elmore and Tyler Newitt very close together.
Yeah, I think there's quite a bit of time between Adam and Stephen now, because, I don't know, something must have happened recently. Oh, what's this? This looks very unfortunate. Why does it always default to that?
That's Rob, isn't it?
Ooh!
Oh.
Hip check.
If that white part wasn't there, he would have been alright.
Yeah. How rude of them. So he's third off last. Shane Powell is behind him still. Just losing it in the bumps into sunset, I think. Matt Elmore just tailing wobbly at the minute. He probably knows that he's going to crash at some point when the tyres go on that Ford. Jamie Wilson lining Russell up. Russell's doing what he does to me if I ever get in his toe and bolts it to the inside. But you can go around the outside at sunset. You've just got to be really good.
Yeah, you've just got to be in
Or
the
cut
exact perfect wheel tracks, haven't you?
Yeah, I think the cutback is worth more because then it sets you up for turn one better.
Yeah, but you can block the cutback as well.
Yeah, by going slow around sunset, yeah.
I think I spent a whole race doing in V8s.
And it's further back. It's on still. With Carl Hardy and I think it's Ant Woodward.
Yeah, you can see the little knots of cars on the track map.
Oh, that's the original damage causing him bother.
Is that Shane again? Isn't
Yeah,
it?
same place as well.
Well, he's got probably 20 minutes to nurse that car before he's in a pit window.
Yeah. Where are we here now? So these three are still together. There's not much going on though.
No, Marco has checked out by 4 seconds at the moment.
Yeah, he is still there, look. All by himself. Stephen Walker has caught Adam Wright. Because Adam had just over a second on him before. He's cut that right down.
Yeah, it's been a bit back and forwards, that gap, to be honest.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm not... It'll probably prove me wrong now and sail past him, but I'm not entirely 100% sure that Stephen is attempting to get past at the moment. He might be trying something a bit tactical.
I think there is another tactic going on here, and I think it's to do with Kevin Viemont. So, over the course of the race, he has slowly let himself get dropped backwards. And I don't think it's because he lacks pace. I think he's on a fuel-saving strategy.
I don't know. See, these cars, one stop means you got to go 45 minutes, which these cars should do easily.
Oh yeah, they can do that. Yeah, no problem. Even the GTE cars that I used to drive with Gary, they could do 45 minutes. Not a problem at all. There's battles everywhere, Clyde. I don't know where to look. So Matt Elmore is here with Wobbly and with Tyler. Tyler, I think, is just stalking them at the moment. Then we've got this little paired battle, which has been going on pretty much since the start of the race.
The start, yeah.
Then we've got these 4 now, really, because they're catching. I think it's Woodward, is it? No, Anthony Jacobson. Sorry, they are starting to catch him properly now. And again, we've got a good spread of cars, haven't we? Every car type is represented. I mean, the least favoured one at the moment is the BMW, but Matt Elmore's doing really well with it, and the Ford, of course, because wobbly is weird.
I'd still like to see the Ford in here.
He's trying to break the toe, and this is going to be right on now for Tyler. I think Wobbly was trying to move over and give Tyler some toe there, but Tyler was still in the original toe of Matt Elmore.
Yeah, and they are side by side. Although, I was going to say Tyler should be getting a massive toe, but he wasn't.
He was out of the toe. He was.
Yeah.
Still going though. Look, is he going to lay it on the brakes? No. Very careful. Very sensible. It's a 90-minute race.
Yeah, and we're only 12 minutes in, so.
Meanwhile, elsewhere on the track. I mean, this is GT racing, really, isn't it? Pocketed groups of cars all slugging it out. It's what you see in real life as well.
Yeah, but, you know, we're nearly 15 minutes in, so, you know, these positions with, you know, an hour and 15 minutes to go and a pit stop could mean absolutely nothing.
Yep. I'll tell you what, best sounding GT3 car goes to the Merc.
It's very
throaty.
Yeah, throaty. That was the word I was looking for.
Yeah. That must be sounding similar to your favourite car of all time, right?
Not even close.
Not
mate.
even what?
Not even close.
Can't believe you like a Bentley. Is it the Continental GT, is it? Is that what it is? Right.
Yeah.
Look at the lead here. Look at the lead. Oh, hang on. Something...
phenomenal.
We're about to see something tasty. What's Tony done? Oh, that's weird.
Ooh,
that's a
that
strange
was like,
one.
An overcorrection, maybe?
That looked like oversteer, overcorrected. If that makes any sense at all. Probably not. Showing his nose there.
Yeah, see, Matt Snook agrees with me.
Oh, right, what's that? The the Boatley. That's brilliant. I'm just checking in with all these battles because there's quite a few of them.
Yeah, these four been together for a while, haven't they?
Yeah.
And there's not really much going on in the group apart from they are all very close together.
We've still got events, by the way. Is that a fixed Shane Powell car? I think. Oh, it was, and then that happened.
What
the hell was that?
No, that wasn't. Was it?
Do you want that again?
Yeah.
Right, let's have that again.
I was going to say, was that the end of Tony Walker's accident? But he was on the other side of the track. So he tries to go under.
Oh, he was already crashing.
He's already going, wasn't he?
In fact, Shane did him a massive favour.
He actually straightened him up, didn't he?
Yeah. Ooh. It's all happening right now. Why can't they spread it out over the course of 90 minutes?
Flames from... Ooh.
Tyler at Le Mans and on to Woolman Straight. That's expensive.
That was gas on the grass.
That's a good one. I've never heard that before. I like that though. Nice. Gas on the grass.
you can't do any accelerating on the grass, can you?
That's brilliant. I'm just writing that down. Meanwhile, we missed this. So, why is Anthony Jacobson going so slow there?
Well, I'm just going to say that little 4-car battle has now only got 3 cars in it.
That's really weird because I haven't got anything wrong with Anthony Jacobson. Oh, I should have though. Oh, is it linked to this? Sorry about this, guys. Newbie on the cameras. So we went 3 into sunset, I think. Oh, he shot the roost. Look at that. Right, that explains a lot. And that explains your statement, Clyde. And then he handily reverses into the wall. That's quite a good way to get going again. So nobody ever...
Yeah, that's just left Ant Woodward, Carl Hardy and Kevin Vemont in that little battle pack.
Ooh, this is hotting up, and...
That's Stephen Walker going past.
He's done it, yeah.
Right.
I didn't know whether he was going to keep it then. Should we see that built up or not? Yeah, I think we should. Tyler's been to pit road, by the way.
It's not surprising.
Not really.
Yeah, just a tow down the Ullman Straight.
Oh, textbook.
Not really much of a fight from Adam, to be honest.
No, he'll fight back again probably next lap because that's what happens round here.
It's, if you're looking at it sensibly, it's far too early to be aggressively defending positions.
Yeah, I'd say so.
You're better off letting them go, tucking in behind, and then neither of you lose time to the cars in front or the cars behind.
Lovely paint scheme on that Mika Esports car again. They do very good paint jobs, don't they? They always did, didn't they?
They certainly do.
Where's Roman? We need Roman back.
So we've lost Shane Powell after his series of...
Yeah, I was going to say.
Unfortunate incidents.
Yeah, there's been a lot of them as well for him. Not all of them anything to do with him. Carl Hardy holding his own here in 9th place. Further forward, we've got Wobbly in a scrap now with Matt Elmore again. That kind of went a bit quiet for a while, but it's back on again now. And Stephen Walker and Adam Wright.
Fight is 4th and 5th, isn't it?
Yeah. I think Kevin's got a really good run here. Yep, stepping out.
Yeah, this should be a done deal.
Cut that Ferrari back maybe, but not this time. Oh, yeah, he has done. He has done. The Ferrari's got good momentum going around the outside. See what happens by the time they get to turn 1. Ferrari's in front. And the Porsche of Kevin has to give best. Carl held that position well then. I'll switch to the battle for second. Our leader's got only a 9-second lead, Clyde.
Yeah, it's It's a great drive from Marco, but I keep saying it. We've still got an hour and 9 minutes to go.
And his processor's got to last that long as well.
A lot can go wrong, including his PC.
Yeah. This other battle is a bit more tasty than this now. I think Matt Elmore's got bored of waiting.
I think the Ant Woodward battle pack are catching Jamie Wilson as well.
Oh, right. I mean, they've got a long way to go, haven't they? 9 seconds or something? Is it?
No.
Have I read that wrong?
It's nowhere near that.
No.
Or visibly it's not, anyway.
There's Jamie. And then I'm sure it's 9 seconds back down the road. Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, sorry, there's a car in between.
There's a car in between, yeah, that's the one. I think that might be Anthony Jacobson? Yes. I think he's about to get laps put on him by various people. But Carl Hardy is under pressure again from Kevin Viemel. In fact, I thought the bumps were going to come into that then.
So Anthony's moving out of the way to let these guys through.
Wobbly's
just stalking them, isn't he?
Kind of. I think he is attempting the odd either fake or actual attempt to overtake. But I do think there's a tactic at work there. He's a fast driver, that's for sure. Carl Hardy's improved a lot, hasn't he?
Yeah, I know Carl does race a few odds and sods. Obviously, we're only used to really seeing him in the TCR.
Yeah. Does he race F4 as well?
I think he's signed up, but he may only have ever done one.
Right. See, we need to get the result boys into V8s, don't we? That'll be an education for them, I'm sure.
I don't think their cojones are big enough.
Yeah, Kevin's looking fully interested in that Ferrari now. He takes a lovely wide line for a really good slingshot out of the... Ooh, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Careful! There's a wall there. Oh, my good grief. Oh, everything tense then. How did he not hit anything? Good recovery, but wow. Right, that one's a bit more calm now. I know, yeah. Curbs are lethal.
Very wobbly there. Yeah, this is one of them tracks in it where some curbs you're fine and other curbs you just have to avoid, like chlamydia.
Yeah. I think the worst bit of the Ford is how the rendering works for the brake lights on the back of it. They look fake. And you can see through the back of it to the engine, which is a bit odd. But the Hexial logo is pretty prominent on that one.
Just trying to spot your brake light thing, but not seeing it from behind. Evening to Chris Jackson on the chats.
I must have woken up. Canada must be awake, Clyde. Yeah, they just look like painted red discs on the back. It's just a bit poor, really. Because the rest of the car's rendered really well.
I know she's an old girl, but she's still a fantastic looking car.
It looks great. I've driven it because obviously it's one of the oldest ones of the GT3s, isn't it?
Yep.
And it handles like a pig. It's like trying to turn a cross-channel ferry. I just don't find it nimble enough to keep up with some of the others.
Well, I think it's ooh. Sorry, I was watching Carl Hardy trying a sideways manoeuvre then. Yeah, I don't think it's as bad as everybody thinks it is, you know.
Alright. We've got a few things just happened all at the same moment, so let's cover these off a second. This is Nikolai. On the bumps. Oh, sugar.
That certainly spat him out, didn't it?
It did. That's what the bumps do, though, isn't it? The wrong line, and it's just horrible. So he's away. That wasn't so bad. I've seen worse than that. And then we had something going on with Kevin. Is it not Le Mans again? Is it? Oh, he's done it again.
Oh, yeah. Eek. And he's missed the wall again.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
There's some sort of big oversteer moments going on with that Porsche tonight.
Yeah, there are. And how far away from pits do you think we are? We've done 20...
I think the window's probably going to be open in the next couple of minutes for anybody that wants to try and undercut or is just has carrying some damage. Means they're going to have to run an hour though. If they do change tyres, would they change? You wouldn't have thought.
I don't think they would
in a 90-minute race.
No, it's not a V8, is it? It's a GT car.
Yeah.
The only time you're changing tyres is in something like a supercar, like a V8, or in a Formula car.
Yeah, although the track is 89 degrees Fahrenheit.
Good point.
So it could be chewing up the tyres. Carl Hardy is starting to get interested now in Ant Woodward.
Yeah, I don't know whether Ant's overdone his rear tyres. His car, it looks like it's sliding out at the rear. But the Audi used to be the one that you chose if you wanted a safe race. Do you remember?
Yeah, it went totally the other way, didn't it?
Did it?
A while ago, yeah.
Right. That's why I used to drive it, because it was the only one that I thought I might get to the end with. Chris Jackson says he hit it with his tyre. He hit the tyres, sorry. It could have been much worse. Absolutely.
Do you think Chris is on a phone?
Yeah, because his typing's terrible.
Or do you think that's Logan typing the messages?
I think Logan could do better than that. It's very lonely, isn't it? I know why. It's because his number is white and it's on a white background. How did you change that?
Perhaps he just doesn't want anybody to know who he is.
Yeah, stealth car. Right, that's enough of that. So we've got Marco out front in first. He's leading by a year. Stephen Walker, you can see the gap. It's as big as that.
Carl Hardy's just took a really big sweeper into Sunset. I thought he was disappearing off somewhere.
Right.
Like a food van or something.
We have had this.
Is catching them again.
Why am I showing nothing at all? It's because he's jumped to the pit.
Crossing the track.
Yeah.
Not a
Oh,
wood.
there we go. That was it. Believe it or not. This is, according to SDK, this is Tyler overtaking Nikolai. I don't see a Nikolai. I do see a Tyler. Very strange. Never mind. We'll go back live. There's nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see. Walk on by. He is on a phone as well. That's class. Can't believe he called that. That was the strangest line into Cunningham I've seen from Carl. And Marco Nemela's literally just set the fastest lap of the race.
Look where Kevin Vemont is. He's had 2 offs.
He's still with him, really, isn't he? He's not that far off the back of the group he was with.
I think Nikolai must have crashed because we've lost him out of the session.
He did. I saw him go nose into a wall earlier. But it was.
I think he's maybe done it again.
Right, let's
And
just
that's
try.
why SDK had Tyler overtaking him.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's one of those things where it's cut from one scene to the other. Apparently this is a... Oh, there we go. We had no footage other than that. That's it. That looks like a hardware failure, because you wouldn't be rolling back onto the racing line like that.
Yeah, I think you can...
Oh, he's in gear, though. Is he? He's changing gears. No, that's hardware failure, surely.
There is nothing going on there at all, is there?
No. Right, okay, that explains that one then. We'll go back live. Right, so I'll try that again, shall I? Here's your race leader. He's a year ahead of Stephen Walker, who is slowly pulling a bigger gap over... Oh, not you. Adam. And that is the gap. It's visible there.
Yeah, I expected Adam to stay with him, but
Yeah,
looks like Adam was probably slowing Stephen down.
And then add 8 seconds on and you end up with wobbly. He's not crashed yet, so...
No, to be honest, he's doing quite well. I've been watching the gap with him and Matt Elmore, and every time Matt starts making inroads, it's like Wobbly finds another couple of tenths.
And this is quite... I always find this funny. You listen to all the other cars and they're like, "Ee!" screaming. The BMW's like, yeah, whatever. It's just like cruising. Doesn't even sound like it's trying. Listen. He's out in the country, you know. Top down. One of those silly little Panama hat things. Yeah, so then we got, Matt Elmore. Russell is 4.5 seconds back down the road. Obviously we've got pit stops, which will make a mess of all the timings, because Jamie's in a bit of a massive bubble, really, because he's got 4 seconds in front of him. You just saw Russell disappear. And then a whopping 16 seconds behind him.
Yeah, pit window is open.
Is it? Oh, right, okay. We go back to Ant Woodward then, who's now back with his friends, in the inverted commas. And Kevin's caught up with these guys again.
Yeah, well, he's almost exactly where he was before he had his first little off. Then we see him have a second little off, and then he's fought his way back to exactly the same position.
I can't believe he's not done more damage. Or not done any damage, actually, has he? He's managed to miss everything. He's definitely catching them really quite quickly now. He's obviously in the tow as well, isn't he?
Yeah, Carl Hardy in that Ferrari. That Ferrari looks very... loose into
Oh,
corners.
and out of them, apparently.
Yeah.
I think you just cursed him. How did you do that?
Don't guess the grass.
It's still good.
So it was a bit of a gift for Kevin there. No,
Yeah.
Carl was. He did have Ant under some pressure, so I have a feeling that he will be able to catch back up again.
Yeah, I would think so. And I think Wobbly is slowly getting caught now by Matt again. I think Wobbly's done some tyre heating. He's put it through a heat cycle. Isn't that what they say? And he's now at the end of it.
Mo Hardy is in the pits.
Oh, right. Is he our first visitor?
Taker.
Do you think that's because he went wide at Tower?
It could be. I'm just wondering, is he going to take tyres or not? You would say not, but I'm going to keep an eye on him just in case.
Yeah, I've got cameras on him. I feel like I'm playing Hell Let Loose again. Never mind. He's not taking tyres. He'd have popped up by now, surely. He's already turned his wheels, ready for launch. Oh.
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 Oh. What happened there?
Don't know.
He disappeared.
He really did. That's a bit strange. Who's your race leader? Because I've got nothing else to say about that at the minute. I don't know where he's gone.
He's well, the timing is saying he's out. So I don't quite know what happened there.
Internet? Retirement? Did he forget to change something and then got annoyed and rage quit because he'd forgotten and it had had...
Oh, there's always that possibility.
There is, yeah. So, Adam Wright is your third placed car. Way back down the start-finish straight is Wobbly with Matt Elmore in reasonably close company. Russell Cowell, bit behind him now. That's a 4-second gap, just in case you wanted to know. And then another 4-second gap leads you to Jamie Wilson. Then you've got the whole of the start-finish straight empty for 16 seconds.
Well, whatever happened to Nikolai, he has reconnected to the server.
Ah, right. Well, that's good.
He is back in the car. Ah, Carl Hardy had a connection issue.
Ah, well, that explains that. We did wonder, didn't we?
Yeah, that was a bit strange.
So, who's that coming out of the pits now? Oh, that is Nikolai, leaving pit road.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Nikolai.
Carl Hardy is reconnected as well.
Right. Although my cameras don't know where he is, so we'll go and look at Stephen Walker instead, who's got a bigger lead over Adam Wright suddenly. So, there is nothing on the event tracker at all, apart from people passing Carl Hardy at the moment because of his issues.
Cake has been delivered.
Where's mine? Can you ask Katie where mine is, please?
I'm eating it
That's not fair.
before it melts.
What is it?
I don't really know. It's very lemony.
You don't really know. You really are one of those people who just eats whatever's on the plate, right?
Yes.
Unless it's green.
If it's salady or vegetable-y.
It gets abandoned, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right, so, closest battle while Clyde's stuffing his face is Kevin Viermont chasing down Ant Woodward. Which he is doing. He's eating into it now. He's 1.6 seconds behind. He was 2.5 seconds behind, so he's done a good job of clearing some of that gap out of the way. We'll run through the order again. It's not changed too much. Top four are exactly as they were when we started. Marco Namela with a 14.5 second lead. Anything could happen, but he is imperiously lapping half a second faster minimum than Stephen Walker. They have just done their fastest laps of the race, both of them. Stephen Walker's been half a second slower. So there he is on camera. The Porsche has always been a very prominent car in these races. Here's Adam in the Merc. He's another 5 seconds, 5.2 to be precise, further back down the road. But doing a great job of keeping it clean so far. Wobbly is another 8.7 seconds back down the road. He's not going to be happy with that. I wouldn't have thought anyway. Well, maybe he is, because he is the only Ford. It's a bit like Jamie and the only Lamborghini, for instance. Matt Elmore, the only BMW. It's like we've got a series of only cars at the moment. Making his way down there with the ugliest front on a car known to man. Russell Cowell, who is 4 seconds behind Matt Elmore, also known as Cap. That's Matt, not Russell. Russell's known as Russell. Or we're racing. I don't have that soundbite for the real thing, so you'll just have to put up with my fake version. And then the only Lamborghini in the field, Jamie Wilson. 7th place at the moment, up 3 positions from the start. Doing a great job of keeping it clean. And I think he really is closing in on Russell now. Something has changed there, but I don't know what. Anthony Jacobson has entered pit road. Not sure whether he's taking tyres on. Oh, there's a Rolex board, just in case you were wondering who the sponsors of the circuit were.
Kevin Vemont's in as well.
He is. Nice eyes. There he is. Anthony Jacobson appears to have vanished off the face of the earth.
He's gone from the server.
Oh. Rob Venn is in as well. People need to stay away from this pit road because apparently it kicks you out of the server. Nobody seems to be taking tyres. Rob Venn currently down 2 positions from where he started. Excuse me. So these are the first guys to blink, as it were. Kevin back on his way. And Rob will follow shortly, no doubt. Tony Walker still on track, still on the lead lap. Oh no, he's not. He's 1 lap down at the moment. But he is doing a great job at the moment. It does sound like someone tearing sheet steel apart, doesn't it, the Ford? It's
yeah.
It's a lovely sound. It really is. I wonder if Ford will do what Corvette did and Chevrolet did with the Corvette and make it a front-engine car.
I think this iteration of the Ford is just raw. I think is not as in a lion's roar, but
no,
just raw.
Jan Van Gorp has asked, does this series have a fast repair? It has one, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
Yep. If that influences you to join the series, then let it happen. There's Wobbly's pursuer. He is pursuant of Wobbly, is Matt Elmore. See, you even get grammar lessons in BSTV broadcasts. Don't get that anywhere else, do you?
Matt Elmore is closing on Wobbly, but slowly.
Yeah, he's taking tenths out, isn't he, rather than taking half seconds.
Yeah, it's not like half a second or a second. I'm just keeping my eyes on Kevin Vemont at the moment. interesting to see what happens with him and Woodward and their positions. Marco Namela breaks his own fastest lap.
Oh, wow, yeah. By quite a long way, that as well. That was like 3/10 that he's just demolished off that. He's obviously setting himself up for a pit stop, I think.
Is it hammer time?
Maybe, yeah. I used to hate that on F1. It used to make the bile rise in my throat.
Yeah. It used to make me press the brake. And then escape.
Yeah. Yeah, Jan Van Gogh says he's waiting to join the series. He did a practice run with Wobbly. That's never good, is it? And Gary, well, that was fine. And was way off the pace. That happens. The only way you get more speed is to race with people. And in races as well, you know, you get the experience of it. What are you wowing about?
Well, I thought I'd ate all my cake and then I just found a bit on my arm.
For all those people watching, it is acceptable for you to be vomiting right now. Right now.
That was a very welcome surprise. But yeah, for what you're saying, that you know, don't judge yourself on Wobbly and Gary's pace.
No.
Two very, very quick drivers. And as Pete says, the best way to learn is out on track in a race with other cars. You will find somebody to race with. Kevin has got a big issue with the cones on the outside of Sunset.
Oh, I missed that. It
Just
didn't
wanted
even...
to just moved them all for us.
Oh, right, excellent. I do that every so often when I get bored. That's why I crash.
Marco's gone quicker again with a 58.7.
Showing off, or setting up for a pit stop, or just the fuel coming off? Why is that not the first time I've heard that from you? Matt Snook says to Clyde. Finding food 20 minutes after you've eaten it.
It's because whilst I'm eating my cake, I'm busy trying to paper over the cracks that are Pete Bingham. So I'm actually looking what I'm doing, and then I find food.
Yeah. The sad thing is, it's all true.
So we're coming up on 49 minutes now. We are sort of guessing that these cars will probably go a maximum of an hour.
Oh, what's gone on there?
Hello.
Something happened. Something happened. Great commentating that, isn't it? Something happened. So here's Tyler. Into Cunningham. And Kylie's it, does he? No. Nearly. He tries.
Saved it.
Yeah, he's trying.
But then he's under a lot of pressure. Yeah, that's a done deal.
Yeah. So Tyler tried to cheat by taking the corner off one of those corners between Cunningham and Tower, and was subsequently punished by a lockdown car.
Yeah, so at the moment we got Rob Venn a lap down, Tony Walker a lap down, Carl Hardy with connection issues 2 laps down, and Nikolai Bogotyrev, who looked like to have some sort of technical issue 4 laps down. Oh, shocking lap from Marco Namela in the 2 minutes.
Well, he's about to put a lap on Kevin Viermont, who has pitted. Obviously, Marco has yet to visit pit road. Do you reckon he's like the Stig and he's like got some learn Italian thing going on in his earphones while he's driving?
or like whale mating noises.
Yeah.
So Anthony Jacobs says he crashed too much. Not any free repairs left. Bad night in the office.
Oh dear. We've all been there.
Providing Marco doesn't pit immediately, this isn't a bad thing for Kevin.
Yeah, he could
try and sit in behind Marco, use his toe, and maybe get past Ant Woodward when Ant pits.
Jamie Wilson has turned up the wick and has done some personal best sectors and a best sector overall, even faster than Marco Namela has done in Sector 3, which is the section through Cunningham. I think Marco's going so fast, Kevin can't keep up with him to get any benefit from the toe.
Well, Marco's got a 17-second lead at the moment.
Is that all? Shocking.
He's going to have to get his foot down a bit.
He is. There's Jamie, who's just done the fastest Sector 3 of anybody.
So cars a bit spread out at the moment, as half the field have pitted and half haven't.
There goes Jamie to pit road. That was great cameraman work. I won't get any credit for it though. Such is the BSTV way.
Where are you, Mr. Woodward? I think Ant Woodward's in the pits.
He is.
Okay, so this is Kevin's chance.
Where is he? He's just out of tower. I think he's quite a way off them, you know. Although you do pit for a while, don't you, filling up a GT3 car? No tyres. So let's see what happens here. Let's view it from miles away. Jamie's on his way out of pit road. Ant is still in pit road. And Kevin is still on Ullman Straight.
Kevin is going to have all the momentum, isn't he?
He is. Ant's moving. And here comes Kevin. They're going to be on the same bit of tarmac.
They are, aren't they?
I think so. Or Kevin might be ahead. By, quite a long way actually, I think. Maybe? Where's Ant gone? Oh, there he is.
No, he has got out in front.
Yeah, I didn't think that'd happen. Not far though, is he? Right, so after the pit stops, everybody bunches up again. That's what happened last time as well. Welcome to GT3 racing.
Yeah, we've still got a few to pit. Top 5. I was going to say top 6, but Russell Cowell has just pitted.
Oh, he has, yeah.
Top 5 definitely haven't been in.
I'm waiting to see if anybody actually takes tyres on any of these stops.
Would be
doubt it very much.
I think if somebody takes tyres, it'll be because they've forgot to uncheck them.
Yeah, which I've never done.
No, never, ever. You've never crashed us out of a team event at Bathurst either, have you?
That'll never die, will it? That'll never die.
Mentioned it for ages. Just want me to resurrect it, just so that people don't forget.
That will live in the annals of history along the lines of, Clyde, when are we getting any of these laps back at Daytona?
I've still got the replay.
Have you really?
Yes.
Oh dear, hilarious.
It's called Pete Kills Us. In capitals.
Yeah, lap 50, Bathurst.
Okay, so coming up on 56 minutes. These leaders are going to blink soon.
This is the closest battle, and
Stephen
Kevin.
Walker is in.
Oh, that's second place. He's
Third place is in. Adam Wright.
This must be the limit, maybe. Wobbly's gone round again, though.
He has, yeah.
Where's Matt?
Ford
Matt's in.
proving, yeah, Ford is very frugal. Do you like that word?
This is Tyler. He's way back round the lap, so I don't think... Ooh, Matt Elmore also in.
Tyler could be off sequence, though, couldn't he? Because he has already pitted for damage, hasn't he?
He did, yeah. He had no choice, did he? He mullered. But let's see what he does. He's the next car after those three that are in there. So that's Stephen Walker back out. Adam Wright is also back on racing concrete. I was going to say tarmac for a minute. Welcome to Sebring. And then we've got Matt Elmore here. Marco Namela and Wobbly still not pitted. Namela out of Le Mans. Maybe this is his lap for pitting. He's got cars in front of him as a target. Ooh, what's going on there? Ooh, this is tight. Hello?
No.
So that was Tyler passing Matt Elmore there. Let's see if Namela goes into the pits. He does.
I still think Tyler owes us a pit stop.
I don't think he can stretch fuel out that far. And then Wobbly has just done the fastest Sector 3 of anyone. I didn't think the Ford was capable of a fastest sector.
But surely he's going to be pitted this time.
Well, last
Or
race...
Can he eke another lap to lead a lap?
In the last race, he said it just ate fuel.
No, he's in.
Right, so, yeah. So where is Adam Wright? Because that's really who he was racing with. Adam's still in the Le Mans section. Leaving it now. Onto Ullman. Marco's out. Wobbly's still stationary with his pit lights on. That's Stephen Walker there that you can see coming down pit road. Start finish straight.
Yeah,
Right, he needs to be moving.
Adam Wright.
He needs to be moving now to be competitive. Oh, he's going, but it's too late, I think.
Yeah, he's still going to be ahead of Tyler. He's just come out of sunset.
Yep. Is that Matt Elmore right behind Tyler? It is as well.
Yeah, because that could be a false position for Tyler.
Yes, true. Very true. Yeah, Tyler pitted 20 laps ago, so... Sorry, 21 laps ago. So, yeah, he's surely got to give us another pit stop before the end. Anybody still left to pit? Nope, everybody's been in at least once.
Okay, so as we come up on the hour mark, let me have a look at incidents. And happy to report everybody's still in single figures.
Sebring features like that, doesn't it? There's nowhere that attracts you to cut the corner enough to attract a 1X regularly, is there? It's a fairly straightforward track in that term.
Le Mans can be one, can't it?
Through the S's. Oh no, I know which one you mean. The last bit of it.
Where you're trying to get that exit perfect. Sometimes you get a bit greedy on the inside curve, but I think you get a slowdown as well for that one.
I know you do if you go too far on the inside of it. On the outside, I think it just laughs at you and lets you take the 1x.
Yeah,
it
that's what I
knows
want about
that
the
you're
inside curve.
Yeah, cool. Where Matt Elmore's heading towards now. That one.
Yeah. I think if you get any wheels on the inside of the curb, you get a slowdown there.
Yeah, I think Kevin, I thought, was reeling in Ant Woodward. Then he wasn't. Now he is again. So
yeah, he certainly is now, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's in tow range anyway.
What wheel are you racing with at the minute, or what wheel is attached to your rig?
I haven't got a rig at the moment.
Oh, he's still not. He's still rigless.
Yeah.
Right. Is this what you were talking about the other week about buying a new one?
Yeah.
Right.
Not decided what I want yet.
I think you should get what I've got.
Yeah, I'm thinking about going motion, if I'm honest.
What's that?
A full motion rig.
Is that like one of those butt kicker things, or one of the ones that actually throws you about?
One of the ones that throws you around.
How rich
so
are you? Oh my god.
Real pain.
Oh, who's that in pit road? Tony Walker. Sorry, Tony Walker's given us our second pit stop of the day.
The hours I'm doing at the moment and the bonuses I keep getting, I've got to spend it on something.
I can be your, I don't know, rent boy if you want. I do most things for money.
It cost me 75 pence last time.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
And I didn't get any change.
Well, not from 75p. I mean, I'm not really cheap.
Right, I think when Kevin does get on the rear bumper of Ant, there's not going to be any niceties this time.
No, he's
I
taken.
think Kevin needs to get past, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's taken 2/10 out of him. Well, 3 now. In not too long a lap. He's it's staying where it is as well. So he's definitely reeling him in. There's another 10th gone there, almost. And he's let it string out a bit. He did a bad tower, I think. So who sells full motion then? Who does that?
There's quite a few of them about, to be honest, or you can get them custom built. So.
Wow, you really are rich.
I didn't say I was going to get it custom built. I just said you can.
Oh dear. I've only just got a direct drive one recently. Right, so.
I might just pay Katie to punch me in the head every time I crash. Be the same thing.
Well, yeah. So these 3 here, so Tyler, Matt Elmore and Russell Cowell are starting to come together again. Matt Snook says, does it do a full flip when you crash? I'd pay to watch that.
Not even funny.
I would also pay to watch that. 75 earth pence. That's what I'd pay. Get my money back then.
Kevin Beaumont is really pushing. He's bouncing all over the curbs and everything at the moment, trying to get within striking distance of Ant Woodward.
He's not getting any nearer though, because he keeps screwing it up by going over the curbs. So, quick rundown of the top 5 while these two get more intimate. Marco Namela, 21 seconds almost in the lead. Very impressive. Stephen Walker has a 10.5 second, we'll call that gap, over Adam Wright, who has 3.8 seconds over Wobbly at the minute. 9 seconds further back down the road. And we find Tyler going round turn 1 with Matt Elmore not that far behind, I don't suppose. 4 seconds. 2 seconds gets you to Russell Cowell, who really is catching his own teammate there. And then 4 more seconds back down the road gets you Jamie Wilson. Then you've got just short of 1 Eon back to Ant Woodward, which is a 27-second gap, 28 now actually, with Kevin Viemont right on his 6, as they say, in dogfights. Isn't that right, Clyde?
It certainly is. This is the closest battle at the moment. Matt Elmore, Russell Cowell, that battle is... It's not on at the moment, but it's developing.
Very much so, yeah. He's closed him down quite a lot in the last, I'd say, about 4 or 5 laps. Obviously, with an endurance race, you've got time to play with. It's no sprint, even though it looked like it at the beginning. There's still 24 minutes-ish, 23 minutes to go. So he's got time to reel his teammate in and overtake him.
Yeah, don't forget, some of these drivers could be struggling physically by now as well.
In the heat, you mean?
In the heat,
yeah,
yes.
It's not a great night for racing. Even my sweat was sweating when I was trialling my new wheel the other day. This morning, sorry.
You're so rich.
What do you mean? You're talking about a motion rig. You're going to have it made by Aston Martin or something.
Real.
It nearly took my thumbs off the first time I used it. I did 6 laps in the Radical and thought my thumbs were going to just die. I was gripping onto it like it was going to murder me, which it was trying to do anyway.
Right, Kevin is really getting within striking distance now.
He is, yeah.
Jamie Wilson is catching Russell Cowell.
Oh, that's interesting. Hadn't noticed that. I hadn't noticed this either. So there's either giggles attached to this or it's just boring. I think he's just going to go wide a little, isn't he?
Yeah.
And that's as boring as that is. I thought it was going to be more exciting than that, but never mind. So Jamie was half a second. That's quite a lot faster than Russell Cowell last lap. Kevin Viemont is definitely getting super interested in Ant Woodward again.
I think he only needs one opportunity, if I'm honest.
True. Oh, he's just vanished. Oh, he's back. He takes a better line through Tower than Ant did that lap, anyway. And that brings him, well, just where he was, really, in terms of distance behind him.
That's just the Porsche being a better handling car. And maybe the Audi seems a bit quicker on the straights.
That never used to be the case, but like you say, there's been a load of changes, hasn't there? The Audi used to be nice and safe, very nicely planted. If you turned it in, it would react. It was never the fastest in a straight line, but you made your time back in the turns. That's what I found, anyway.
Kevin didn't make any time on and down the Ullman Straight.
None.
None at all.
That's not right. Ooh.
Did you just fall off your chair?
I don't know what just happened. Something very heavy just... I don't even know what it was.
It was probably a box of cash.
I very much doubt it. I'm going to turn on my aircon unit because I'm sweating. It's very Betty in my man cave at the minute.
Yeah, we're down to a quite chilly 25 now.
Oh, let me have a look. Oh, it was my phone. I've just looked around to get the temperature off my phone and it's not there. So there you go, that explains that one. So nobody knows what the temperature is in Stockton-on-Tees.
So, 19 minutes.
Have to ask. I'm obsessed now. How much does a motion rig cost?
I don't know. I've not even priced them up yet, to be honest.
Okay. This is interesting.
Yeah, well, Matt Elmore seems to be struggling at the moment.
Yeah. He seems to be
Jamie Wilson
slowing up.
was, yeah, he's lost a lot of time to Tyler. Russell seems very, very quick at the moment. Jamie was clawing back into Russell, but
Ooh.
that gap has sort of steadied at the moment, so he will be hoping that these three start battling so he can get in amongst it. Kevin Rearmont and Ant Woodward are coming up to a back marker.
It's Nikolai, they'll be fine. Oh, we missed. Oh, well, I missed this. This is either going to be popcorn or nothing at all.
It's wobbly.
Get your popcorn out, folks. This could be good. And it's boring. Sorry. Oh dear.
It's the wiggle.
Lack of event there. Lack of event. It does go to show, though, that there's not much in terms of imbalance of the balance of performance between these cars. We've got.
I think they've done well. They've certainly done a better job than they have with TCRs, haven't they?
Very much so. Yeah, that is one of the reasons that I'm not currently racing it. I mean, don't get me wrong. Only a couple of years ago, or seasons ago, even. Right. That's.
Hang on.
That's Nikolai getting out of the way, but Kevin is getting racy now, so I'll save what I was going to say for a few minutes' time, and let's see what they do down Ullman Straight here.
Yeah, Ant's defending. Kevin's taking it out on the cones again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what Kevin may have tried there was to get into the toe of Nikolai.
Yes.
And then Nikolai backed out, which meant Kevin had to duck back in behind Ant.
I think you're absolutely right.
Tyler Newitt and Matt Elmore, Russell Cowell.
Yeah, this is very on. What were we talking about before that?
I have no idea.
No, nor do I.
Jamie Wilson is now dropping off of this battle.
He is, yeah. He's been sliding away from it for a while. This is definitely where all the action is at right now. And this isn't for a shabby position either. This is for 5th. That BMW there is in 5th place.
We still think Tyler needs to splash and dash.
Yeah, there is that. I don't think there's any way he can hold this out.
All sorts to get past Ant. I'll let you know if something happens.
Yeah, just on that at the minute. We'll nip back to the Tyler. He's gone to the pits, so that's split that up.
Sorted.
So you were right. Tyler did owe us another pit stop. Jamie Wilson not clawing any time back. He's dropping time now to Russell Cowell at the moment anyway.
I did work it out, and I was going to say Tyler is going to have to pit with 15 minutes to go. And he pitted with 15 minutes to go, but I didn't say it in case he pitted with 5 minutes to go, and then I would look like a right numpty.
Right, Tyler is coming out behind this battle with Kevin and Ant Woodward.
Yeah, that's dropped him down to 10th.
Sorry, we're keeping you awake.
Sorry, yeah, I was in... Literally, as I started speaking, it was like you were going to yawn, whether you like it or not. But then I have been up since 4 o'clock this morning, so I've got an excuse.
Why would you do that on the Lord's Day?
It's called work.
Oh, right. You been at work today?
Yes.
Crazy.
8 days a week at the moment.
Yeah. I've been there. Trying not to do it again. It's 6 for me at the moment.
But I still put the youngsters to shame.
Oh, yeah. So, let's talk about V8s for a minute while these guys sort things out. So,
Yeah.
Season 1 starts when?
Season 1 started
Sorry.
about 10 years ago.
Yep. The next season starts when?
Season 12
That's the one.
on the 30th of July.
I was going to say Race 1. It came out as Season 1, but never mind. It's not the first time that's happened, and that's why we treat it as normal on BSTV. 1st of July, did you say? No, that's 30th
of July.
of July.
We've already gone past the 1st of July.
Where's my calendar? Oh,
Are we
yeah.
keeping you up?
Maybe. I just don't sleep ever.
13 days.
13 days, right, okay. And have we got a healthy field, a healthy sign-up so far?
We've got a very healthy field at the moment. We have, I believe, last time I looked, 24 drivers with 5 more to pay, so we're getting close to a 30-car grid.
Where do we max out? I can't remember. Oh, this is getting tasty now. In fact, it's beyond tasty. Kevin's done that.
It's done.
That was a good overtake, that. Very nicely manufactured.
And I expect him to drive away now.
Yeah, and I expect Tyler to mop up too. Look at this.
I was going to say, I have a feeling that Tyler is going to get past Adam as well.
Or Ant. It's up to you, though. We can swap the drivers around if you want. We are both infallible. So, we've got 30 drivers if they all pay. How many do we max out at, sorry?
50.
50, right, so not that many places left. So, folks, if you want to become a gladiator of our V8 ESC series, it's a very well-established 12-season series now. Then get yourself signed up on the website.
Yeah, we will be going public tomorrow.
Ooh. More excited than ever.
I am working from home tomorrow morning, so I'll get that done then.
That doesn't sound like working from home.
Yeah, that is work.
That's the different work.
It's still work, I didn't say not work.
Oh, here we go, we're on. Tyler on Ant Woodward.
Yeah, that's done already.
He had loads of overspeed out of them all.
Yeah.
Or lemons, sorry. We're in America.
So,
Fire
Russell
from the
Cowell,
McLaren.
Matt Elmore, this is the next battle. Unless Tyler's got anything for Kevin.
That'll happen in a few laps' time, if at all. But you're right, this is very on.
Yeah, still 10 minutes to run.
So around the outside, I don't think that might work. Cunningham's a hard place to do that on.
Yeah, and you've got to stay alongside, haven't you?
Yeah.
To then force the issue into, what is it, Collier, something like that?
Tower.
No, Tower's the next one.
Oh, you're talking about those twisty bits in between. Don't know, actually. I don't know the names. I shall have to Google the source of all my knowledge. Yeah, you were absolutely right. Collier curve.
BMW Grunt down Ullman was pretty good.
Yeah, the toe didn't seem to have any benefit for Russell.
Let me have another look at incidents with 10 minutes to go.
I think it'll be
Do
fairly
have a
clear.
driver in double figures, but only just.
Well, we're at 1 hour 22, so we've got, what, 8 minutes left?
8 minutes to run.
I can actually hear you on your vape. Oh dear. That's funny.
I've got some very weird flavour in it at the moment.
What is it?
I have no idea.
Is it cream of some young guy?
Something like that.
Yeah. So...
It's very, very fruity. I'm sure it's part of my 5 a day.
So Tyler very past Kevin.
Yeah, well, we thought that
Oh,
may
hang on.
happen.
Hang on. Russell has past
Russell's
Matt.
got past Matt.
I'm going to take us back a little way because I think this will be a bit tasty because I think we've got a bit of a ding dong going on here between teammates. So Russell
Oh, he's
sends
just
it.
Thrown it up the inside, hasn't
Yeah, that's called flinging
move.
it. It's not quite a Sen Cullen, is it? But it's close.
And held on round the outside.
Or did he? Because...
Yeah, because he's got the inside for this one. There it was. It was a good move.
So, in episode 2, this happened. Oh, right, okay. So, it's many manoeuvres that ended up with many passes in a short amount of time.
Move.
It's the same move. I didn't know that at the time, so we're going to skip ahead of this now, and...
He's stuck in a time warp.
yeah. Welcome to
No,
the professionalism of BSTV.
I was going to say I don't think Matt will have anything for Russell, but he's
I think
proved
he
me
might.
wrong
Yeah.
at the moment.
Yeah, definitely.
And Kevin is having a go at Tyler.
Oh, he really is as well. Nice call. And Ant Woodward is thinking, hey, come on, boys.
Yeah.
Give me 2 positions.
Yeah, I don't think Ant's got the car under him to do it on track without those two coming together.
No, he seemed to get through his tyres or something like that. He seemed to lose grip and traction and corner exit speed, and everybody passed him, really. It'll take these guys to scrap in order for him to benefit, I think, yeah?
Yeah, and scrap with a not very pleasant outcome. I think. I think even these two. I think these two fighting will keep Ant with them, but I just don't think he's got the car under him just to drive past them whilst they're scrapping. I think they're gonna need to knock each other off track for Ant to get that position from Tyler, which is currently 8th.
Did Russell hit the wall?
still with Russell.
And Jamie lurking in the background there.
Yeah, Jamie's got a second back on that battle, but that was probably when they were scrapping. I think Jamie and maybe another one either underfueled and had to save some, or maybe struggling a bit on tyres.
I always found the Lamborghini fine on tyres, just not very quick in a straight line. It was great around places like Long Beach and Belle Isle, if I could keep it out the wall at Belle Isle. I'm fine around Long Beach, but Belle Isle seems to be my absolute track nemesis.
Well, let me have a quick look on where and when we go with this series next. So, round 3 is in 2 weeks' time from Lemons.
Ah, right, okay. Who's this guy?
It's in 3 weeks' time.
Alright.
3 weeks' time.
Who's this
3
bloke?
weeks.
I've forgotten who this guy is.
Don't know, but it looks like he's way behind everybody else.
Yep. Stephen Walker is currently 12.5 seconds ahead of Adam Wright, who is 3 seconds ahead of Wobbly. Wobbly's got an eternity, also known as 24 seconds ahead of this little mini battle here, which is hotting up right now, between teammates Russell Cowell and Matt Elmore.
Yeah, I'm impressed with this last 10 minutes from Matt. Like I say, I honestly thought he was done and dusted when Russell went past him.
They both look very in control, as it were. There's no like rear tyre slide or anything like that. They're very within their own capability by the look of the behaviours of the car. Behind them is Jamie. He's not that far off, but he's not making any inroads into them at the moment.
Yeah, it's been 4 seconds for a while.
Yeah, and then an eternity back to the next bunch of cars. 33.5 seconds back to Tyler. Kevin is right with him, but he's not making too much inroad. And then Ant Woodward not far behind him.
I believe leader is on the final lap.
When did that happen? We had like a whole load of minutes to go. And then Rob Venn, 1 lap down. Tony Walker behind him by quite a long way, 2.5 minutes. Nikolai Bogotyrev 5 minutes behind that. And then our retirees of Carl Hardy, Anthony Jacobson and Shane Powell. Better give Marco some footage.
Yeah, you stay on that. I'll keep an eye on the Elmore Cowell battle. They've just started the final lap.
Okay.
I shall let you know if it goes side by side.
Marco making his way through Le Mans here. Looks absolutely in control. There seems to be no tyre degradation whatsoever. That's Nikolai allowing himself to be lapped again. Not his race, obviously. I will switch to the Elmore Cowell battle as soon as...
Yeah, not much going on, to be honest.
Okay. Someone's flashing, waving the flag. No lights flashing, which is always good to see. And Marco Namela takes the win here at Sebring. We've now moved to this Spectre 6 battle, but there's a bigger gap than there was before.
Yeah.
Russell appears to have turned up the wick as Stephen Walker takes the checkered flag in second place. Second step of the podium for Stephen. Adam Walker, who's that? Adam Wright even. I do that a lot. Takes the last turn. Stop laughing at me, I can hear you in the background. Third place for Adam Wright.
Jason Wilson will be round in a minute.
He will, yeah. Wobbly right behind him, really.
Came home fourth.
He did.
Dragged the Ford round, kicking and screaming.
And then there's this battle, still raging as such. A little bit of flashy lighty from Matt Elmore, so he needs to die, obviously. He's in garage 101 straight away. And then Jamie Wilson over the line in 7th. And then we've got quite a long time for the rest of the cars, Clyde.
Yeah, this Kevin tried in vain to do something with Tyler, but couldn't manage it, and Woodward just sat in the background watching it all unfold.
Good racing though. A bit quiet in the middle of the race, but we've seen that before from GT3.
And there you go, that's everybody across the line.
Don't think Marco's going to be in for an interview anytime soon. Don't know about what your thoughts are.
Well,
I think
don't know. Perhaps we won't get any.
I think he's signing his name on the track. I'm not sure. And there we go.
Perhaps they all just want to, I don't know, go and have a shower. So whilst Pete tries to bring us the TCR results.
I was going to say, I don't know why it's got TCR in it. I really don't. It'll be right eventually. I can't even see where he's getting that information from. Never mind.
It might sort itself out.
And Woodward really wringing its neck, just for fun.
Okay, SDK's not going to play.
It doesn't look like it is.
I may have to do the results the old-fashioned way.
It's weird. It's like the yeah, it's
Not playing, is it? Right. Anyway,
weird.
I've got the results up. So,
Good.
first place by a long, long way, Marco Namela. Coming home in second again, Stephen Walker, and podium finish in third place for Adam Wright. Wobbly Kneecaps drags that Ford home in fourth, with Russell Cowell in fifth. Matt Elmore comes home in 6th with Jamie Wilson in 7th. Tyler Newitt finishes 8th, Kevin Vermont in 9th, and Woodward rounds out your top 10. Rob Venn finished 11th, Tony Walker 12th, Nikolai Bogotyrev in 13th, and then your non-finishers are classified 14th, Carl Hardy, 15th, Anthony Jacobson, and 16th, Shane Powell. So, let's start these interviews off and let's bring in our race winner and the man whose PC lasted a whole race, Marco Nemela. Welcome to the booth.
Thank you.
That seemed, he says, quite easy. I'm sure it wasn't, but, you know, you certainly wasn't under a great deal of pressure. Talk us through your race.
Yeah, I got a good getaway, and then I just managed my tires way too much at the first, and then I noticed I hadn't got any incidents, so I tried to drive clean, and then I got the incident on the second to last lap.
Ah, okay. So, what clicked tonight then? Was it because you know you keep telling us you don't like GT3 cars? Is Sebring one of your favourites, or you know have you done a load of practice? You know, something obviously went very right tonight.
Yeah, I like Sebring, and yeah, I'm getting more familiar with the car. Yeah, so, but yeah, I think it's mostly Sebring. I like to run that track, and I know it so well that yeah.
And what sort of temperatures have you got at home? Are you baking in the sunshine like we are in the UK?
Yeah, it's pretty hot. Like I have AC blowing on me, and I'm still like sweating like crazy.
Well, we always like to hear that you know you guys are suffering for the cause. Le Mans next time out. How do you go around there?
That's also like I think that's my like favorite track. So yeah, I've been running there like so much on every single car almost. So.
Okay, well, we better tell the rest of the field to get some extra practice in then. Any shout outs you want to give before we let you go?
Thanks to you guys and all the drivers. So yeah, it's a fun to drive here. Thanks.
Excellent. Well, congratulations on a very good win. And congratulations on actually finishing the race as well. And hopefully we'll see you next time out, Marco Nemela.
Thanks.
Okay, so next up, Stephen Walker, welcome to the booth.
Hello.
Now, I was so desperate just to totally ignore you and not interview you just so that you thought it was personal, but I'm not that kind of guy. Marco Nemela, there was just nothing you could do about that, was there?
No, as soon as I loaded into the practice session, I was like, okay, well, as long as Marco doesn't disconnect or puts it into a wall, he's won the race. I know how quick he is from the V8s, and well, the last race we did, like I say, if he hadn't disconnected out of that one, he probably would have won that one as well. But towards the end of my first stint, I got a bit close to him. I felt, oh, okay, I'm okay with that. And then I think he dropped into the 58s with the low fuel and the decent-ish tyres. So, yeah, as soon as that happens, I was like, well, the best I can do is second. So I just tried to aim for that. Like, I couldn't, yeah, like you say, I couldn't do anything about him. He's way too quick, which I'm, got a target to try and catch for the rest of the season.
Exactly, yeah. You know, we see you in a decent battle with Adam Wright in the first part of the race, but once you got past him, you just seemed to have too much speed and pulled away. Did you feel that he was holding you up?
Not really, because we were lapping quicker than Wobbly and the guys behind. So every lap we were still pulling a gap, but it was just like, well, if I thought that he'd kind of strategically gone, oh, why don't you just go past here, and then he could start saving fuel. So I was like, well, screw it. Like, I'll just do it, because I don't really mind being out there and just driving and doing my own race. It helps me get into the rhythm, like, because obviously when you're following someone, you're just like, oh crap, don't crash into the back of them, kind of thing, while you're trying to save fuel. But yeah, he would have stayed with me, I think, if it wasn't. I think he went a little bit deep in the last corner, and that lost him the draft, and then I started getting a bit quicker and quicker, and yeah, without the draft he couldn't stay there. Like, he wasn't slow by any means, but once he lost the draft, it was a bit of a struggle. And like I say, I kind of got into a bit of a better rhythm, and yeah, I was going quicker.
And what can you do about Marco Novella? Is it literally, you know, is there any more practice you can do? Are any of the, you know, Marco's already said to us that he loves Le Mans. It's
Right.
pretty ominous when he's on that sort of form, isn't it?
Yeah, for this race, I managed to get in about 30 to 45 minutes of practice. I'm doing my own setup, so I changed a little bit of it. So I wasn't spinning every time I went into the first corner. And then I went out last night and I was hungover. So to be perfectly honest, I'm happy to even finish the race, because for the last 10 laps, I couldn't really feel my left foot. It kind of went numb. So I'm not a fan of Le Mans either. So yeah, it'll just be practice. Like, because for Spa I did put in quite a lot of practice, whereas here I didn't. Because I'm not a massive fan of Sebring, but I'm okay at it. As Le Mans, I'm not a massive fan of any of it. I really love the last section. Like, that's good, that's cool, but the rest of it can just get in the sea for all I care. So I don't know. I'll just have to figure it out.
Yeah, I'm all right on the straight bits, but it's just the rest of it that ruins it.
Yeah, I was going to say, Clyde, I mean, he doesn't like it and he finished second. Does he need to be hated anymore?
Yeah. Are we very hot and sweaty?
Yeah, obviously we've been hungover as well. It's just even worse. I'm like sweating that out as well.
Okay, so obviously out on the shandy. Any shout outs you want to give before we let you go?
Yeah, obviously you guys put it on the league. It's nice. I think I said last time, it's nice to drive something different. I'm not used to driving these GT3 cars, so I'll take any races in these to get a bit better at that. The rest of my team had a good race apart from Shane. I think he was struggling, and then he's not had a chance to do much practice either, to be fair. So he was struggling. My brother for staying and finishing the race. Yeah, so yeah, Adam and Marco for the great podiums.
Excellent. Well, congratulations on another second place, and we'll see you next time out, Stephen Walker.
Yeah, cheers, guys. Thank you.
Okay, last but not least, Pete, it's Moaning Mini. It's Adam Wright. Welcome to the booth.
Moaning Mercedes, you mean?
So, third place. Are you happy with that, or do you think you could have put a spanner in Stephen's works because nobody was touching Marco tonight?
Yeah, Marco was out the question. A little bit annoyed because, yeah, I was surprised I could hang on to Stephen when he got by. I kind of didn't make a meal out of it because it wasn't going to help either of us. But I made a little mistake and then lost a toe, and the toe was probably just keeping me in. You know, that's how much I was losing on pace, so a little bit annoyed, but third's probably about right, really.
Yeah, we didn't see your mistake. What was it? A gust of wind?
Yeah, it sent a chill up my legs, so distracted me. No, I just had a little bit of a moment. Last corner is at sunset, so just had to correct a slide, and then you lose all the speed down the straight. So something or nothing, really. But there's quite a few of them in there today. Still learning the car. It hasn't quite got the feeling of the V8-ish, or everything's all a little bit slow, a little bit numb. So still getting used to it.
And should you have worn long trousers rather than shorts?
I think so. I think that would have helped me.
Yeah.
Definitely. There's definitely pace with trousers, so we'll try that next time, I think.
Yeah, I would if I was you.
And Le Mans next time out, how do you go around there?
Well, last time we done GT3 here, I did well, and I think I out-qualified and was beating Marco until I made a stupid error in Indianapolis, I think it was. So I've gone well around there, but I don't really race there. I don't do the 24-hour and all that stuff, so it could have been an anomaly. So I don't know.
Well, you got a couple of weeks until the V8, and then another week after that until GT3s are back. So you might be able to get a week's worth of practice in. Any shout outs you want to give before we let you go?
You guys for putting the league on, bringing the GT3s back to us. Tyler and Rob, they were awesome. There was another guy, but he's a twat. So that's it.
Excellent. Okay. Well, congratulations on third step on the podium, Adam Wright.
Cheers, guys.
Flush him then. Right, so that's the interviews over. That was short and sweet, Pete.
It was.
Everybody's obviously very, very sweaty. But yeah, Marco Namela, if his PC holds up and we keep going to tracks that he likes, I don't know what these other guys are going to do against him.
No, he's imperious, isn't he? It's I don't know. He didn't even show on the event tracker apart from when he pitted. Just so controlled, calm, calculated. It's going to take somebody to really up their game, do some practice, because we heard from Stephen that he was he was hanging out of his own bottom, is the term, I think it is. And Adam didn't do more than 30 minutes practice. And I think it's going to take more than that in order to find somebody who can take it to Marco Namela, because he is a natural in the GT3 car that he doesn't like racing.
Yeah, and second place Stephen Walker, 2 races on the trot that he's been the bridesmaid, but still big points and will probably put him into the lead of the championship.
Yeah, I mean, the last time out was a strong performance. This time out, not so bad. There's always improvements to be made for anybody's race, I don't doubt. But tonight, Marco Namela, I don't know what timing he finished ahead of everybody else, but it was massive. Stephen Walker we're used to seeing at the front of the TCR field, if not winning the TCR races. Adam Wright wins occasionally. He and a few others in this series are also in the V8 ESC series, which starts again on the 30th of July. Is that what you said to me earlier? Three times.
Season 1, 1st of July.
Yeah, so people need to sign up for that as well. And of course, signing up for V8 ESC gives you the experience in a supercar, which you can then transfer to the GT cars. Always good. It helped me, even though I'm still rubbish, and it's helped other people in the past, including Clyde, who's still fairly rubbish.
Yes, you better believe it. Right, well, that was Sebring over and done with. As we said, we are back on the, let me crane my head round, on the 7th of August. With the next instalment from Le Mans. So Pete, time to put you on the spot.
Oh no, it's this
don't
again.
Don't worry, I'm not going to ask you about your camera work.
Thank you.
Your driver of the evening, please. It's a tricky one tonight, isn't it?
Isn't it? Because how can you vote against Marco? It was flawless. Stephen did well. He didn't overtake on Adam. It was the only overtake he did. He did a good pit stop. Adam didn't do anything other than let Stephen overtake him. Wobbly is always never going to get a vote. Looking down the list, I'm going to have to absolutely buckle under the pressure of Marco Namela doing such a imperious race.
Okay, well that's not a bad call. Obviously one that I couldn't make as he won.
Yeah.
I sort of agree. Marco was head and shoulders tonight, and Stephen Walker would have quite easily won if Marco had suffered at all. I was going to give my vote to Adam, but then I realised last time we run GTCC, he was actually our AM champion, and
Was he?
Was quite a good peddler in these GT3 cars. Right. So I've changed my mind, and because he's dragged the car around kicking and screaming, and because I know it is really going to annoy Pete, I'm going to give my vote to Wobbly.
No! Oh! I'll never speak to you again.
He's doing wonders in that Ford. Anyway, like we said, that was Sebring. So what have we got coming up in the next week? That's quite good. I see time off. Wednesday. We are back in GT4 TCR action. We have round 6, and I believe it is from Lime Rock Park. That's going to be fast, it's going to be frenetic, it's like a road course oval, and always tends to give us action, Pete.
Yeah, someone called it Fraggle Rock. I think it was Stephen Walker or someone like that. It's a great track, isn't it? You race it from Rookie Series, and what they've done to it makes it proper evil if it's the version with the red curbs. It's a great race. Don't miss it. It's going to be brilliant.
Yeah, I think the classic version cuts out that.
Yeah, up over the hill.
Chicane,
yeah. It's a good. I prefer that than the chicane thing.
But yeah, that certainly does. It's another one of those tracks, like you say, that everybody knows, and always seems to give us good racing, especially once you get those GT4s and TCRs out on the track. Anyway. That is the end of the broadcast, so just leaves me to thank all the drivers for turning up, putting on the show. Thanks to everybody in the chat for all your comments. Just seeing as well that Double R will be back at some point, so looking forward to that. Thanks to Pete for doing the cameras. Thanks to Pete for attending.
Turning up, yeah, thanks.
And coming up with the occasional bit of commentary. Hopefully I did paper over the cracks quite well. I've absolutely lost my train of thought.
Think about the bit where I was covering you when you were eating cake, yeah?
No, what literally the picture in my head when I said covering the cracks was you standing there and me putting wallpaper over your face. That was just something that flashed into my head.
Whatever sexual inspiration you need, Clyde, you take it. You grab that.
There was nothing sexual, mate. There was wallpaper, there was wallpaper paste, and then there was a baseball bat. Anyway. So, like I say, thanks to everybody for everything, and thanks to God for the weather and all the rest of it. Don't forget, we're back on Wednesday, and then we've all got a weekend off, which is going to be absolutely lovely. So it just leaves me to say goodnight to everybody, let Pete say goodnight, and then we'll close the broadcast. So good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. Make sure you drop this video a like. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube if you haven't already, and make sure you follow us on Facebook. Good night, everybody. Stay safe, and over to Pete.
Yeah, night, everybody. Enjoy the heat if you're in the UK or other European areas that are very hot. It doesn't happen often in the UK, so make the most of it. Thank you. Good night.